Mercedes-AMG Interview Lounge.
Hey, you know what?
It's early.
It is early.
I know you're used to it, but for me, it's early.
Well, I know, and as I was saying earlier, you're getting ready to go out on tour, which I'm sure you're excited about.
Love it, yeah.
Well, so there is no such thing as early in the morning unless it's really late at night. Late at night is early in the morning.
Absolutely, yeah. Tour life is, I mean, it's not the real world. That's why I love it. I mean, you know what I mean? You wake up at 2 p.m.
Oh, God, I want this live.
I mean,
I had talent.
I'd say I wake up. Yeah, on a good day, I'd wake up at like 2 p.m. Have a little bit of food, get ready for the show, do the show, have a decent night out.
Okay, back up, Louis. A decent night out. What is that?
Yeah.
On a typical night. Let's say you're in Barcelona.
Do you know what chav means? Chav, the English word chav. I like a chavvy night, and what that means is it's pretty cheap and cheerful, basically. Messy.
Gandhi is cheap and cheerful.
Yeah, rough and ready, that kind of dude. So
wait, now what time? So you get up at 2, but what time are you going to bed?
About 6. On a good one.
6 a.m.
6, yeah.
That's when we get up.
So let me take you to the first. Let me take you to the first night of the tour. You're kicking off the tour in spring in Barcelona, or Barcelona, as they say. So you're going to do the show that night, and you're going to be extra amped up because it's night one. You know, I
can't be going out night one though. I don't think. I'll have to be on my best behaviour. Yeah.
Screw best behaviour. Going out is best behaviour.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's talk about where you are in your career now. You know, of course, I'm assuming now, because I've been around for a while. I'm assuming you're at a point in your career now where the little things don't bother you as much. Where worrying about how many people purchase your music versus enjoy your music, that's shifted.
Definitely.
So I must assume that what you do for a living, Louis, is now more meaningful than ever before.
Yeah, I think when I started my solo career, I've said before, I think I was making music for other people, or the kind of music that I thought I had to make to get on radio or whatever. And I kind of just had a little word with myself about 18 months ago and said, I just need to follow my art and do what I love. And since then, it's been, I feel like, revitalised, you know what I mean?
See, that's the key. The key to anyone who's listening to this is you got to follow your dreams. You have to follow your heart. You can do anything and everything you need to do in the course of the day to make other people happy. But once you finally make that connection with yourself, it changes everything. It makes you want to do it. It makes you become addicted to what you do. You can't get enough of it.
And that feeling is infectious. You know what I mean? I feel like the fans feel how comfortable I feel with this music, and I think that comes across to them, you know.
And if you've come this far in this amount of time, just think about where you're going to be when you're 20 years down the line.
That's a good thought.
You're I like that. You're going to own your own casino in Las Vegas.
That sounds good. That sounds good.
So I was listening to the lyrics of "We Made It." Walk me through some of those lyrics about. I heard the word tasting a lot.
Yeah, well, the song in general, we started off with the title and the concept, and I did this song with Julian Bonetta and John Ryan, who did a lot of the One Direction stuff. And it originally started as a bit of a message between me and the fans, that the feeling I'm going to get at that first tour show at Barcelona, because they've been so patient, and I feel like that's going to be a collective feeling, you know, that we've made it together, and this is my first show, and I kind of wanted to put that across to them. But the verses are a bit more descriptive, and I was kind of drawing on the time where I was with my girlfriend, but she was at university, and I was also on the world tour, so it was kind of a pretty mad time in my life.
Wow. It must be kind of wild, Louis, to look into the mirror and actually say to yourself, you know what? We made it. This is good.
Yeah, I still don't feel 100% comfortable doing that. That's why if it's as a collective, it feels all right, you know what I mean?
Good for
not
you.
Just me saying it.
That's so. It's so. Look at that. Look at Louis' smile.
He looks so happy.
Look at you. Your teeth must be dry by now because you're smiling so much.
Do you have a favorite place that you like to visit, like country-wise?
I mean, it's hard to give a favourite because I'm going to disappoint someone, you know what I mean? But I actually do love Barcelona, where we're starting to tour. Absolutely love it there.
It's a beautiful city.
Love it. And Ibiza. And class.
Yeah, Ibiza, the people.
Obviously.
Yes. Have you been to Mallorca?
I hadn't, actually. Loads of mates went on holiday when I was younger, but I never went.
I just did my honeymoon there, and I almost didn't come home. But there's something about Spain that just
Spain
screams,
is wicked.
Come over.
Yeah.
It's
so
true.
Romantic.
It is. It's a romantic place.
How is it different going out on tour by yourself versus going out with a group of people? Do you get to just do whatever you want now and like live your life instead of having to follow others around?
Are you the boss?
Yeah. Am I the boss? I was always the boss. Yeah. I mean, I've only done the odd show, so I don't know 100% what it feels like. But that's why it's going to be important for me to have friends out and have a good team and a good band that I'm with, because I imagine for some solo artists, and especially solo artists who play to track without a band, it must be pretty lonely being on the road, do you know what I mean? So I'm lucky I'm going to have good people around me. Some of my friends are going to come out with me, so it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
So the album's coming out right after the first of the year. It'll be a January release, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So every artist looks at the album release as a different thing, or finishing an album.
Mm-hmm.
Having it all mixed down, everyone agrees it sounds perfect, whatever. Are you anticipating the release date? Are you happy? Are you nervous? I mean, how does it feel when you finish a body of work like you just did?
Because I was used to, because I was used to it in the band, doing an album a year. The fact that this album has taken me 2.5 years, I'm really conscious of that, and I'm really excited to get it out. I feel like I've gone past the stage of kind of being worried and hope people like it and all that, because I've just been sat on it for a while now, so I'm excited just to get it out. I'm relieved to be at that stage that I'm announcing it and announcing the tour dates.
It sounds like you're done with the album. The album's done, nothing you can do about it. Now it's all about the tour.
Exactly, yeah.
Why are you so excited about this tour? What is it? I mean, it's almost like your
Listen,
life.
I joke around about the nights out, and that obviously that's an amazing part, but in all seriousness, you know, that is the moment where my solo career starts, if I'm being completely honest. When, you know, I've sat in a room and I've written these songs and I've hoped that people like them. But when you do the shows, you can feel it. You can see in people's eyes, you can see the effect that those lyrics, you know, have. And that's when it all kind of comes to life and makes sense, really. So I'm excited for that moment of, like, fruition, if that's the word.
Louis Tomlinson, I want to take you to a moment, all right? This is Barcelona.
Lovely.
You woke up 2:00, whatever. I mean, you probably didn't get a lot of sleep the night before because you're excited about your first night.
True.
Your first show on your tour. You hear the audience, you hear the crowd, and it's a loud noise. You're backstage. You can still hear it, right?
Yeah, you've taken me there.
Right?
I'm there.
Okay.
I'm there.
You can feel it. You can feel it. And then it's time for you to walk out on that stage. And you know it's going to be so loud. And even though you have your ears in, you're going to hear it. You're going to feel it. I'm getting goosebumps for you, by the way. Are you getting goosebumps right now?
Yeah.
You walk out on stage, Louis, that first night. How exciting is that moment going to be? That's going to be a moment that's going to be tattooed on your heart for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. And it's a moment I've been waiting for a long time. So as you've just described, I've visualized it a million times in my head, you know, looking forward to that moment. I'm not going to lie, the first song of the first show, I'll probably be bricking myself, to be honest. I will be a little bit nervous. Yeah, I was selective. But one thing that I noticed that I've been trying to do in my performances recently, which I didn't do too much in the band, is just take the moment in, because it's so easy as a performer to kind of go through the motions and enjoy it. But there's a few times where I've done a few shows recently where I'm just looking out to the crowd and I'm taking the moment in and looking into people's eyes, and it's pretty special.
So, I mean, when you walk out on stage for that first song, who is it that tells the band to start playing? Is it you? Do you look at them and go, or they just?
No, I think that's all loaded up on track, and that goes over my head. I'm just a singer.
Someone has to push play. Someone has to say go.
Yeah. I assume that would be Steve, our MD, our musical director.
Is he here?
Yeah, he is here.
Where's
somewhere.
Steve?
He was just playing.
Steve. Well, I just want to.
You want to bring him in?
Yeah, bring Steve in.
Right, Steve.
Steve. Because I think this is so important. Let me produce your show for just a second.
Yeah, please.
There's Steve.
Please.
Steve, the music director. By the way, you guys, for doing a song like that in this crappy little studio, you sounded awesome. Steve,
thank you.
So, Barcelona, first night of the tour.
I am right, aren't you? You pressed the button? Did you hear that?
Who's in charge of saying start the music on the first note of the first song when you're in
me, I do it with my feet.
With your feet.
Oh.
You do it with your feet?
Yeah, I hit go with my feet.
Let me see your feet. That's the foot. That's the foot that kicks off your tour. The magic foot.
You're right.
You better kiss his feet. But what I'm saying is, when you're about to hit that, because Louis is going to walk out on stage, the crowd's going to be screaming. When your foot's about to push the button to start the show, pull it off for a second. Let him have that minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let him have that minute. That's going to be one of the most important moments of your life. You can take all the saddest moments, all the happiest moments. That's going to be one of those many, many powerful moments.
You got me even more excited about it.
I'm so excited. I want to be in Barcelona for your show.
Yeah.
What night is that? Like what date?
I am not organised.
Someone should tell you when to show up for your own show.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on. Oh, Steve, it's a pleasure to meet you. And look at that foot.
And your foot. We are very happy to meet your foot.
Some days our show is a little slow. Steve, we want to hire you. I want to use your foot on our board up here to press the next song. Make it happen. Anyway, thanks for coming in, Steve.
You won't be able to afford him.
Golden foot.
I just need one tap on the toe. What's that? Couple grand, we can do it. Well, look, as in life, we go through the ups and downs. We go through the as I said, powerful moments. It could be a bad, powerful moment, and it could be a happy, happy moment. But these are the stories that make up our stories. These are the stories that make up our lives. And when you hear Louis' album, when it comes out, you're going to hear his life in there. I'm assuming that every song has a story behind
Yes, it is pretty autobiographical, the album. I mean, there's a couple of times where I've been a bit more fictional with the lyrics, but most of the time I'm writing from the heart.
Good for you. Louis, it's always great to see you.
It's good to see you. Yeah, you got me ramped up for the tour, lad. Yeah,
I know. Now you have to wait till tour night.
I'll be disappointed if I don't see you front row, by the way.
I'm going to whip off my Spanx and throw them at the stage. That's going to be my panties, my bra. You're going to get it all, man.
Sounds good. Can't wait.
This is so cool. All right, let me spell it out for you. Louis Tomlinson, can't wait to see you on tour. I know you'll be doing the rooftop at Pier 17.
Yep.
Here in New York City. That is a great venue.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
You're going to love that one. Okay, so We Made It, of course, the single there. The album Walls, it's coming to us January 31st as of today. And then the tour, which sounds like it's something you've been ramping up your entire life for.
Yeah.
How exciting is that? Louis Tomlinson.
Thank you very much.
Louis,
thanks for having me. Thank you.